So, I wanted to do an introduction to me and to the idea for this channel. This is going to be very straightforward and very sort of off the cuff. I have a few bullet points and things to get through as far as reminders of what to talk about. But for the most part, this is just going to be raw and real. If this is your first time to the channel, I hope that you find this information to be helpful, and I hope that it helps you to better understand my channel and what it is that we're doing. It was a dream, but with that perception check, you notice that Zid lies next to you
What?
on her bed, motionless.
Ollie is going to go to Zid and try to shake her awake.
It's covered in blood. And that's when you notice that Zid's throat and shoulder have the same glimmer. She is covered in blood.
Ollie starts immediately hyperventilating.
As you try to catch your breath, you jerk awake once more in your bed here at the Willow's Rest Tavern. Severax sits across the room.
Don't do that!
And there in meditation, and Zid snores slightly next to you.
Motherfucker!
Welcome to Kamatet. As you emerge into the back alleys of Efren Ka's lower wards, smoke now curls above rooftops behind you. You can see Riggs being held with arms behind his back by a large figure with arcane robes that shimmer and dance in the torchlight. As Jarrell walks up beside Riggs, seems to say something to them that you cannot hear, and then turns with a flick of his wrist and walks away as Riggs falls to the floor. You can hear Renna's scream carry out over the air, and through it all, you run into shadow, into the mission. Welcome to the revolution.
What the fuck? Riggs!
I really had a bad feeling about the guy that was coming to get all of us.
On the edge of the horizon, you can see the silhouette of a small, short, somewhat stout, possibly lizard or dragon-headed creature that is still some ways away from you, but is wandering aimlessly in search of something.
Oh god.
Oh god, squirrel!
You can see through its eyes that this is a kobold, and it is about 800 to 900 yards out from where y'all are.
She's going to let them know that's another kobold.
Oh god, do you think it's Squirm? He was really hot for you, bro.
I mean, he really was.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Ruck's just like, Fred, squirm!
No. No. It's gonna step in front of Ollie and like she's talking to a bad dog, just like, no, Rug, not friends.
No, Rug. No,
You can't see him anymore as he has collapsed.
Oh.
I let the group know that there's a kobold in need.
There is a piece of his tail that is missing off the end, and there is blood smeared across the front of his clothing.
Oh no.
Oh noes!
That is his second failed death saving throw.
Oh, shit.
This is Squirm.
Oh.
He manages to generate a bit of a smile as best he can in this moment, looking up and seeing Varric and seeing Ollie, surrounded by friends as he lays here.
she hugs him and cries. Yeah, Ollie's just weeping.
He reaches up with his little claw and wipes one of your tears away. And he says one last thing to you. Run.
I'm crying in the club.
So first off, my name is Chris, or the DungeonDad, to the community and to my kids. I've been playing TTRPGs for over 20 years, and primarily playing D&D, but also recently playing Daggerheart and Over Isles, along with many others. I currently DM for 8 consecutive campaigns online and in person, as well as a number of one-shots and one-offs, and playing in a couple of other campaigns as an actual player. A little bit about me. I make nerd-themed hats, dice sets, accessories, and hope to have a website coming soon. That is why you will often see me wearing hats like this. It's not only a style choice, it's also me enjoying what it is that I make. So let's talk about the channel. Primarily, I am creating this content for fun. I'm not trying to monetize or grow the channel to be a primary means of income or to be anything other than a place for me to video dump and a place for me to pass on information. This is at the request of some of my friends as well as some of my players. I've had requests and questions about certain ways that I might do things, or certain tips and tricks, or ways to get through some things that cause problems with being a DM, or even as being a player, better ways to handle yourself at a table on both sides. I've also had questions about homebrew, I've had questions about story development, and I've had questions about many other topics, all of which I hope to cover here on this channel. With that in mind, this channel is not going to focus on providing advice or tips for my specific DM style or GM style. It's more focused on providing generalized and helpful information to help with many different situations or many different types of tables and many types of GMs. I hope that my advice and what I offer forward can help anyone out there who might be DMing or might be a player or might even just be curious about getting into the realm of tabletop RPGs. I intend to talk about different advice, such as the Dungeon Master Dive, and I intend to do breakdowns of the rules and the realms and different information out of the books to make it a little more consumable and a little more user-friendly, so to speak. I also plan on doing series about homebrew world creation, story, and narrative, as well as some information on overcoming fears and adversity, or anxiousness about being a DM for the first time, or even if it's a recurring theme and you've DM'd before. So a little bit about that for me and my situation. I lost my hearing in 2019, 2020, which created a lot of fear and hesitation in my ability to be able to still DM or interact or be a player at the table. Thankfully, through the use of certain aids and tools and technology, I was able to develop my own style or a newer style and utilize these different aids and technology to assist me in that process. The understanding of my players and my friends definitely contributes to my growing confidence and my ability to keep doing this. Their support cannot be overstated or appreciated enough. What they've done to allow me this space to continue doing something that I love to do has been nothing short of a blessing, and I am very thankful for all of them. To my dice kin out there, love you all. One of the things that I noticed in this process of regaining my confidence and getting back out there as a DM was a lack of representation for the deaf and hard of hearing community in the TTRPG space. I don't believe that it is that much more difficult to incorporate aspects or assisting technologies that can help include the people that want to play, regardless of their situation or their capabilities to interact at the table. Some of my content, some of my creation here will be focused on spreading more awareness about the deaf and hard of hearing community in the TTRPG space and how they can be included. Things that helped me with reintegrating into the TTRPG space after losing my hearing, as well as steps and things that we can take moving forward to also include everyone that wants to play and not just limit who can be at the table. I want to reiterate that this is not going to be my primary focus. My primary focus for this channel is to focus on tabletop gaming as a whole and GMing as a whole. For this channel, I'm not going to be overly boisterous or outgoing. I'm not going to be making wacky videos or cosplaying or doing a bunch of things that often. Maybe in the future, but I have a very low budget and a very low work window to be able to focus on this. Again, this is not meant for monetization, to grow or to become a primary content creator for a career. This is simply to help out those who have questions, as well as give me a place to be able to store information and my memories for my campaigns and my players moving forward. So some of my focuses will be on better understanding of the books, the ability to utilize story, interaction, and immersive aspects of the game, as well as doing interviews with players and fellow GMs, breakdowns of situations, different style options and choices for players and GMs, and general content about TTRPGs. Yes, there's a big focus on D&D, but it will include other ones as well. For example, I'll be including some information about a game that I am currently developing, which is a paranormal investigation TTRPG called Hauntings, so be on the lookout for information about that, as well as information on the source books for my homebrew world that I'm currently developing, and a couple of books that I am currently writing as well. The goal of this channel is a supportive and informative community that helps new players and new GMs, as well as maybe some more experienced ones that want to branch into something new. So I thank you all for the support, and hopefully with all of your help we can create a channel and a community that is a home for everyone. And until the next video, happy adventuring.